Oh, I lost. You can't fall here, get up, poor thing. Oh, I have lives? No one here shines better than you, don't worry, I'll help you. What the hell? Oh, so there's a losing mechanic? I didn't think of that. This one's a little bit difficult. Unfortunately. I've lost on the health. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna fail this one if I fail one more time, and it's very difficult for me. I can't do it proper. Let's try one more time, I suppose. Okay, holy shit, that was difficult. I figured out that they walk into each other and combine into one character, and that's how I somehow won. That was difficult. Maybe I'll show it when I edit this if I remember. Otherwise, apologies. 11, 12, and this must be 13. Alright, let's go for 11. Praying to lionfish. Your senses become sharp. You can smell the inviting aroma of each dish. You can also perceive the naked desires of each guest. What is happening here? A lionfish bronze statue in the corner of the pool catches attention. A guest quietly makes a prayer gesture towards the statue. Please save my soul. You get a closer look and notice that the lionfish design of the bronze statue is quite bizarre. You have a hunch that the statue is not as simple as it looks. 12. Dancing with the little fish. The purest guest touches the lionfish statue and gets his hand pricked by the lionfish's spine. You notice that the guest starts to become somewhat delirious. There are so many colorful little fish flying in the sky. They're dancing. I'm dancing with little fish. That guest was dancing and running around bordering on insanity. You can't help but feel that something is off about the statue. Bottomless appetite. You discover a 3-meter high desert tower emanating a strong and sweet aroma of cream like a sweet trap. Guests attracted to it are eating plates after plates. Their bellies gradually get bulgy and their voracious appetites are astonishing. That's troubling. Okay. Macchiato. Desire and intelligence. Hidden in the crisp sound of the web. Be careful, don't let others hear. The crisp sound of the leather whip is serenaded by a burst of ecstatic shrieks.
Excited, are we? Don't forget to answer my questions just because you got a taste of euphoria!
Macchiato grabs her whips hard but doesn't strike anyone. The unrewarded guests snap back to their senses and rush to speak. I know Miss Cabernet. I had the honor of dining with her before.
Then tell me what you learned from dining with her.
She is noble by birth and is an extremely elegant person, but it's a lot of pressure to dine with her.
A lot of pressure. Interesting. Tell me why.
I feel that she has the pickiest tongue in the world. There are so many things she refuses to eat. I hear that she'd rather go hungry than lower her standards and eat something she doesn't approve of. What is she, Tokyo Ghoul? What is this Tokyo Ghoul? This is definitely, she's a ghoul. She can't eat anything other than human meat. That night, Miss Cabernet refused to eat any of the dishes. That the chef's face was completely ashen. I felt so embarrassed for him that I didn't eat much either. Afterwards, she ate a plate of grapes for dessert, which finally made everything less awkward. She loves grapes, after all. We don't call her Miss Grape for nothing.
Huh. How very interesting indeed. Alright. Here's your reward!
The whip cracks again. Another yearning guest rushes to speak. Miss Macchiato, I have even more interesting information. Every chef who invites Miss Cabernet to try their dishes will prepare a plate of grapes as backup, all except one, and that's the chef of this banquet, Miss McGrath.
Oh? And why doesn't she?
Because McGrath is very popular, Miss Cabernet hasn't approved of the dishes, so she thinks the quality of the ingredients is to blame. So she searched high and low for the rarest ingredients. She even spent a fortune to buy expensive ingredients from me, all to win Miss Cabernet's favor. It's a pity she hasn't succeeded so far, but that's not my fault. I only sold her the best. I heard that she got some legendary ingredient this time. This whole banquet is for her to redeem herself. I got an invitation too, so I came to check things out for myself. So McGrath is turning people into ingredients and food items based on their personality and all that. And then she's going to serve them to Cabernet to eat and enjoy and then approve of her using the quote-unquote legendary ingredients, that is people. I'm guessing their emotions and their mental state or that. Maybe physically too, who knows. Makido makes a crisp a thwack.
Excellent. What a good boy. This reward is for you. Does anyone know what the mystery ingredient is?
I know. And the guest quickly chimes in. I have a friend who's an honorary seafarer of the Thomas Society. He said that McGrath got a priceless, fantastical ingredient this time, mermaid meat.
Mermaid meat? Isn't that just a legend?
Yeah, according to the legend, a bite of mermaid meat is pure bliss. There are even rumors that it's the elixir of immortality. I know it sounds dubious, but she even invited the ocean messenger of the Thomas Society, so it might be true. Plus, even Miss Cabernet decided to attend. You know, she usually leads a secluded life and rarely attends banquets in person. Chefs usually go to her to serve their dishes.
If what you say is true, then it really is amazing news.
Miss Macchiato, would I dare lie to you? I'm your most loyal fan. Please give me your finest, fiercest reward.
Here. This is to thank you for your loyalty.
The whip flies to and fro, cracking crisply over and over again. The guests lose themselves in pleasure amidst the echoing clashes. Strike me again, more. Please, I beg of you, reward me. Miss Macchiato.
You guys have lost your sanity already. Sober up now. Is that all you can take? What kind of weak men are you?
How hideous, a bunch of filthy, hedonistic souls immersed in lust. You're cheaper than milk foam. What a stain on this magnificent feast. Is the McGrath saying that to Macchiato or like the folks? I'm eliminating the whole lot of you.
What's that sound?
Macchiato suddenly feels herself getting seized by some unknown force and crushed, diluted, churned, made smooth and thick, finally scooped into a container. She couldn't move throughout the whole ordeal, not even cry for help, as if her whole body has been stripped away and only her consciousness remains soaked in fear. Afterwards, even her consciousness dissipates. Now that is getting interesting. Let's see what turn it was my health. I only have 1. I might fail this whole thing if I don't have enough health. Maybe I won't get the good ending or something. She has not been turned into food. What the hell? Let's look at Penny. Penny, who's been running around taking photos all over the villa, is suddenly stopped in her tracks by a delicious aroma. She follows the smell and finds herself in an open kitchen behind the small dining room. It's freshly baked pizza. Penny can't resist taking a piece, the crispy crust pulling along strands of cheese. The rich aroma makes her mouth water. It's so delicious. I'm glad I came here. Wow, there are even pineapple tarts over there. Penny, who's munching on a pizza in front of the oven, spots the pineapple tarts placed on the side. The bright yellow fruit flies the tart shell, forming a small hill. The pineapples look so fresh, they must be delicious. If only there were pineapples on the pizza, that I could eat them together. Oof, she's one of those, huh? Yeah, why isn't there pineapple on the pizza? Penny's eyes light up and she runs to the pineapple tarts with her pizza. She picks up all the pineapple fruits off the tart and spread it over the pizza. I mean, usually you cook the pineapple with the pizza. Then she takes a satisfying bite. It's so good. Pineapple and pizza, it's a perfect match. Oh, what a brilliant idea. Oh, and I can't stop. It's too delicious. I could eat this forever. I'm going to put pineapples on all the pizzas in the world. Oh goodness, what have you done? A blonde woman dressed as a chef suddenly appears. She gesticulates wildly as she scolds in a harsh voice. Heresy. This is absolute heresy. How dare you put such a thing on a pizza? Ruining the perfect classic combination. You have no understanding of what pizza is, let alone good food. Who are you? Stop nagging. Fanny is suddenly choked up mid-sentence and she opens her mouth. She can't utter a word. Be eliminated, you tasteless fellow. A look of terror flashes across Fanny's face. She feels as if she's been flattened into a thin slice, slathered in oil, sprinkled with spices, placed over charcoal fire. Then she can't feel anything anymore.